I'm Shelly Turner with the BuilderAll team. In this video, I'm going to show you how to set up the e-learning system. And to do that, you need to be logged into your dashboard, and you're going to go into Apps, and then you're going to go down to where it says e-learning, and you'll click that. And that opens up the e-learning platform. And from here, you can create a new course or access the courses that you've already got created. We're going to go ahead and create a new course, so I'm going to click Create Course. The first thing I need to do is select a new course category. So I'm going to click the down arrow, and I'm going to choose either a category that I have already or create a new category. For training purposes, I'm going to create a new category, and I'm going to call it Training. And click Add Category. Now I'm going to choose that training category, and now I'm going to put in the name of the course. And then I'm going to choose the teacher, so I'm going to click the down arrow, and you can either choose a teacher that exists already or add a new teacher. I'm just going to choose the one that exists, and then I'm going to click Create Course. And now I've got my new course added to the bottom of the list, and the next thing I need to do is go ahead and jump into the course and start editing. So I'm going to click these three circles and choose Edit. And from here I have a lot of options. I can put in the information about the course here. I can add modules, lessons, I can create a test, I can add users, or I can see the users that are registered. I can add an FAQ section. I can change the theme of what this course looks like. I can do a translation. I can add this course to the BuilderAll community, or I have some other options. So let's first look at the information. So this is where I'm going to put the category if I haven't put that already or I want to change it, the course name, the course language, is it an open course? And this one's set up so that the users will be able to watch the course content without registration, and the other item is users will need to log in to add comments and pass the quiz. If I check mark that, then they're going to have to log in to be able to add comments or pass their quizzes. I also can add how many hours this particular course is going to take. We'll say that this course is a 10-hour course. And then I've got copyright text, and this is where I can put the copyright information for this course. Once everything's in there exactly how I want it, I'm going to click Save. My changes have been saved. Now I can go into Modules. And this is where I add the individual modules that are in my course. So I'm going to go ahead and add a first module. So I'm going to enter the name of the module. And once I enter the name and the description, I'm going to click Create Module. And it tells me it was successful. And you'll see down here I've got a module 1. I'm going to go ahead and add a module 2. And then click Create Module. And now I have a second module, and you'll see both of them listed. Now in each module, I have the capability of clicking this button here and going to Edit or deleting it. I'm going to go ahead and Edit. And you can see that I can change the name and I can change the description, and then I can click Save. And all my changes are saved. And remember, I can also click that same button and I can delete. I can also change the order, so I can click this arrow and move it down. So now module 2 is first and then module 1. Or I can click the arrow and put them back in the regular order of module 1 first and then module 2. So that's how I can add modules. Now I can go into the lesson area, and I can start adding my lessons. So I'm going to click Create Lesson. And then inside the lesson area, I'm going to assign it to a module. So I'll assign this to module 1. I'm going to put in a title. So I put the title as Lesson 1, Learning How to Access the e-learning platform. Now I can choose the content. The content can be a YouTube video, a Vimeo video. I can upload a video from my computer. I can also add a video from Amazon S3. I can do an HTML page. I can add my own HTML code. I can add a PDF document, an image, a slide share, or I can add an audio file from SoundCloud. I'm going to go ahead and make this one a YouTube lesson. And then in here, I put the YouTube link for the video. And then on the level, I need to designate if this is considered simple, middle, or difficult. I'm going to leave it at simple. Then I can put the duration, and for this one, I'm going to say that the duration of completing this lesson is 10 minutes. And remember that you have to put it in minutes. Then I can require the user to wait at least 10 minutes before they can go to the next lesson. So if I just check mark that, they'll be required to stay on this lesson for at least 10 minutes before they can access the next lesson. I'm going to disable that. And then there are comments that are enabled for each lesson. If I do not want the comments, I can just check mark that, and that will disable comments. Then I can add a description of this lesson. And once I add the description, I also have a dynamic toolbar, so I can change the way that description looks. So if I highlight it, I can choose to bold my text. I can choose to italicize. I can add HTML source code and several other things to make my description look different. Once I've entered everything that I need to into this lesson, I just click Save. And now the lesson's been added, and you can see the lesson right here. And it shows me that it is a part of Module 1. It tells me that the duration is 10 minutes. It says the level is low level simple. And I have some options. If I click where the options are, I can choose to add my downloads, I can add some links, I can edit this particular lesson, or I can delete it. And if there are multiple lessons, I can use these arrows to make the lesson go in a different order by moving it up or moving it down in the list. The next area is the test area, and this is where I can add test questions. So I'm going to click Add a Question. And the first area is Module. If I click that down arrow, I can choose to add this test to Module 1, add this to Module 2, or make it the final test for the course. I'm going to add this to Module 1. The test type can be multiple choice, true or false, or short answer. I'm going to choose multiple choice, and then I'm going to add my question. Once I add my question, I can start adding in my answers. So I've put in the answers blue, yellow, red, and purple for the question, what is my favorite color? The correct answer is blue, so I'm going to go over here to where it says correct and check mark it. And that will indicate what the correct answer is. You can also type in some help information so you can help guide them to the correct answer by maybe giving them a hint or referring to what lesson this would apply to get the answer. When you're finished putting that question in, just click Save. And it tells you that it's been successful, that you added that question. So this is a question that goes with Module 1. It's a multiple choice question, and it actually lists the test question. And remember, now I have the ability to click the options area. I can edit this question, or I can delete this question. So now I can continue to build my test for each module, and I can continue to build my test for the final test for this course. The next area is users, and this is going to display all the users that are registered for your e-learning site. The next area is FAQs, and this is where you can add some frequently asked questions to go into your course. So I can click Add a Question, and I'm going to put the question in. and it says, how often should you log into your e-learning course? And the answer I'm going to put is every day. And again, you've got a dynamic toolbar, so you can change that text to look exactly like what you want it to look. And you can add links in there, you can add an image in there, you can add a table in there. So lots of things you can do in that answer area. Once you get it set up the way you want it, you just click Save. And it adds that FAQ question in there. The next area is Theme. In the Theme area, you're going to pick the design of your e-learning course. So you can pick any of these designs here, and these are just different colors. And then down at the bottom, you've got two different themes that you can actually edit the colors. So I'm going to choose that first one, and I'm going to customize the colors and fonts. And now this allows me to customize some of the things that are on that screen. So I can choose the font family. So there's several different fonts I can choose from. I can change the display header by choosing a file here and uploading a new file. I can change the header color, the header text color, the background color, the body text color, and many other areas to be able to affect exactly how this e-learning platform looks for my course. Once I change the things that I want to change, I can choose Save and Preview, or if I want to go back to the default, I can choose Reset to Default. I'm going to go ahead and click Save and Preview. And now it shows me what my course is looking like, and I can scroll down to see what it's shaping up to look like. Also, this arrow right here allows me to click it and that image will disappear, and I can bring it back if I want to. So that gives you an idea of the changes that you've made and what your site is looking like so far. So let's go back into the e-learning platform. And I can close out of that window. And the next area I'm going to go into is translation. So in here, I can set the translation for this course. Right now I'm working in English, but if I wanted to translate it, I could translate it into Spanish, Portuguese, or Russian. We're going to leave it English. And then the next area I'm going to go into is community. In the community area, this allows me to add my course into the BuilderAll community as a free course so that people can access it, they can take it, and at the end it might lead them to a bigger course that they have to purchase. So this is a way you can share your expertise and give away value in order for them to experience your expertise, and then they can choose to hire you and join another course to learn even more from you, and you can earn an income. So in order to publish to the e-learning community, you just put in your title, then you can put in a description, and then you can use your dynamic toolbar to really change that font to make it look very nice. And remember, you can also add images and tables and lots of things to make that description look nice. Then you can choose a main image, and it does give you the dimensions that it should be. It should be 1920 by 1080 pixels. You just click Choose File, and you can pull an image from your desktop. And you can also add a video. Right here, you just put your YouTube link in there, and that will show up to help promote your course. And then you can also add tags so that people can search in the community for your course. Once you get it all set up, you can either click Save and continue to edit later, or you can click Publish, and it will be submitted to the BuilderAll community area, and support will review it and approve it for the community area. The next area we have is Other. And in the Other area, we've got the code for the registration page and code for all pages. And these are extension codes. We'll look at this area in a later video to learn how you can use these extension codes. So that's how you set up your course. It's very straightforward. You're just working with modules, lessons, creating tests, monitoring your users, adding FAQs, setting up your theme, allowing a translation, adding to the community, and then you've got some other features including extension codes. So when you go back to courses, you can look at your list to see what courses you've created. You can also go to test results, and you can see what the results of the tests are once people have taken them, and you can export those results to a CSV file, which you can open in any spreadsheet style program. You can also edit the teachers that are in all of your courses by clicking Teachers, and it shows you the teachers you've already entered, and you can also create new teachers to add to your courses. And then translations. This allows you to create translations. If you click that button, you can translate the words that are in each of your areas for your course. So if the word home is in a different language, you need to put what the word for home is in that language. So it allows you to create your own translations. For example, if you're translating in Italian, you can put the translation name as Italian, and then translate each of these main words into Italian and type them and replace them here, and then go ahead all the way to the bottom, continue to translate, and then click Save, and you'll have a new language for your e-learning platform. You can go back to the home area, and that shows you again all of your courses, how many students you have, how many teachers you have registered, and how many lessons you have in place. So that's a summary of the e-learning platform and how to set that up to get your courses built and ready for new students.